I think we're in. Hey, hello YouTube. Hi, we're live finally. That was annoying. Hopefully YouTube chat works for YouTube Shorts as well. Oh, and the YouTube Short does not show me at all, and I don't know if I can fix that. I need to like edit. I don't even know how to do this. It's just showing like a perfect crop down the middle of the screen, but I'm not on it anywhere. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just keep it like this for now, and we'll see what happens. If people come in, they're like, how come I can't see your face? And I'll just tell them to come watch the real stream. I don't know. Anyway, I'm here. What are we working on? We're gonna work on skill trees. We also need to start working on our calendar system. Those are the two next things I want to get out. The calendar system gives you guys the ability to have all of the same winter or the same holiday events we've been working on, or we've been putting out for years, without me having to put them out manually every time. Sorry, I'm opening a drink. So that's going to be an important aspect since we're not going to be doing the seasonal events anymore. The biggest problem with seasonal events is just that like they kind of throw a wrench in my gears. So like it seems like every single like fall season, I get this big like motivation rush or whatever to like work on the game. A spike of motivation. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I mean, a surge of motivation. There you go. And then I'll start working on something big, and then the seasonal event will come around and I'll have to stop what I'm doing, or I'll have to like shelve it or something else. Like something, it always ends up getting in the way of something I'm working on in Swords and Magic. So I end up having to like put a pause on it. And then I either don't get back around to working on that thing, or it's like, I don't know, it just takes a lot longer to get out. So without having to worry about seasonal events this year, it'll be nice because it won't like interrupt anything. So I can just keep working on what I'm working on, and the seasonal events will just happen. They won't happen during the seasonal events, unfortunately. Like they're like during their season, they'll happen randomly in your worlds. Which does mean that it'll be a little bit boring around seasonal events for Swords and Magic, because there won't be any reason to like play during that time, but it is what it is. So we're in the dev world right now. We're gonna probably just fly over here and use this area for our testing area. We have the dungeon system too, like mostly ready to go, I think. But it's gonna be a little while before we start working on that again, I think. I also have a whole long list of new bugs that have not been categorized yet, but some of these are repeat, like actually almost all of these are just repeat bugs that I've known about that I haven't got around to, like the puzzle near the Decan fight that's still not working in multiplayer correctly, the menu freezing bug, which is like probably the most severe bug in the game right now. I would love to fix that today if we could. Maybe we just dive into that. I think that bug... Let's actually open our level if we're going to work on that, because that level... Wait. Cancel? Is it just opening the same level? Sure was. I didn't do anything in here. Anyway, this level we're opening has an actual save system set up for it, so we can actually save like what we're working on, and that's important because I'm almost positive that the menu freezing thing is a symptom of our casks or our whatever it's called. The problem is I just don't know how the heck to test this like reliably because it seems random, but I also know that in a multiplayer world it happens a lot. So I think if we just hit play in 2 players, actually I want to check something really fast. We're turning this thing on. I've been using this in UE5 in Orca's game, and it lets me hit play essentially, and then once I'm ready I can drop another player back in the game, like an add, there you go, so like that add client button in the top right. And I thought that was a UE5 feature, and it's not, obviously. That's going to be super useful in testing multiplayer. So this weekend I actually went through my library, my Unreal project library, and I was like looking at all my old projects I have in there, and there's a lot of stuff in there that I would love like to come back to and play with again. So I don't know. One of them was the stream game we made, the Alarion RPG. That is definitely something I would love to play with again. In fact, I played with it for a little while and got it set back up because it wasn't working due to oh, why is this taking so long to load? They changed their like server stuff on the TwitchWorks, or TweeWorks, I guess they're called now, probably for legal reasons. They're like I think they took their servers down, so now if you want to test stuff, you have to do it locally or on yeah, like on your own local server or your own server. So I set up a local server for that, so we could actually test that one of these days on stream going forward. The only issue I was running into when I was testing it again is I could not get any messages to be sent. So I don't know if they've changed their API or how that works, but Twitch was not allowing any messages, private messages, to be sent. I even made Jana log in and test it, and it wouldn't work. So anyway, okay, we're in here. Okay, I'm like 99% sure the biggest issue with this is client side. So what I want to do is my server. I'm just gonna, actually I'll do it on here. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Let's just pick these up. Can I pick these up? Okay, we're gonna place a bunch of, I'm gonna do casks, and I want to do, oh, I'm getting an error for some reason. Baseball display case for some reason. I'm gonna place some casks, and we're gonna place some smelters. Is that what they're called? Forge. I think I got that. There we go. Why are those crooked? And then we're going to place some forges. Let's do 2 of these probably. And then we need stuff to put in them. So let's get some ore. I'm going to end up like forgetting to take them out. Oh no, I guess it'll save, never mind. And then we need, let's just get strawberries. Okay. Okay. I have been playing games that are not this game. I forgot how to split things. It's interesting. Can you? I don't remember how this works. You can only put one thing in here. But we have this huge inventory. Like, why didn't we just find a way to do this? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, okay. We're just gonna sit here with our inventory open for a little bit and like see if this ever like freezes. If we can't get this to like freeze up on us in like 30 seconds or so, then we'll speed up the time and see if that we can force it that way. We could also, this could also maybe possibly be a plant thing. I don't think so. Hey, Soupy, thanks so much for the sub. Did you just sub? I just gotta, no, yes, that was weird. Why did I just get the notification for that? Wait, no, wasn't a sub. You did sub 15 minutes ago and I missed it. But I think I just got a $5 donation. Love the style of the game as an eternal aspiring game developer. I admire people who actually do it. Thank you, El Gabacho. Appreciate that. I don't think I've ever got a tip on YouTube before. Oh no, I have one time actually. Thank you, appreciate it. That's very kind of you. I don't know why that didn't show up in my chat history on my like multi-chat thing, but it was a super chat. That's what it's called. Okay, this still isn't freezing. Oh, these are done, so that's probably part of the problem. Let's go ahead and try a... That doesn't work. We need the server to do it. This is the problem, is it just only seems to be happening in shipping build, and I just don't know how to fix it in that case. I'm afraid that it like has nothing to do with the smelters either. And it has something to do with like maybe opening and closing chests. Okay, let's leave this open. I'm just dragging out the other screen real fast. Let's turn our slow-mo back down. Oh my lord, Swords of Magic stream. Remember what those used to be? Yeah, I've decided it was finally time to get back to Swords of Magic. I am technically still employed, well, contracted by Overhostley, which is Worka's studio, Worka and Deadmau5's studio. But it's a new contract, and I'm already almost done with it, so I figured I would take some time today and stream Swords of Magic, which I meant to do last week, and then I got sick. So, but I'm feeling better today mostly. I've been feeling better the last like week or so. Open and close my inventory doesn't seem to do anything. Let's put some chests down, or we'll just play with this chest over here. There's one over here. Oh, there's not a chest over here. There's not. Fine. We just need a... I don't know why sometimes like it like hangs and it won't let you split. Inventory is still working just fine on the screen. I need to like keep that. I think I can do it right here. Sorry, random mutes because I have to cough randomly. I need to make it so this stays up on the top of the screen. I don't know, guys. I don't know how, like what is causing this. I'm afraid that it's not going to work for me because like it just works differently here. There is one. Okay, we're gonna try that. Nope. I don't get it. I don't know what could possibly be causing this to hang. I don't know. I don't know what's causing this. What else could it be? So first of all, let's see what these issues are, because I don't know what's going on with these. Access none, trying to populate an inventory. Okay, I can check it out for you, but I believe it has something to do with the last known icon. For the casks, it seems to not upgrade icons once you put something in and start it up. No, well, maybe. What I'm trying to figure out is why in multiplayer the client's inventories freeze. Do you guys run into this where you're playing the game and like I don't even know if it happens like when you're playing solo. I'm tempted to open Steam and just launch the game and see if we can get it to happen. I haven't tested the game in a while, so it's not on the top of my list. But yeah, it seems to happen a lot in multiplayer, especially when you're playing on like the official servers. And something happens where I think the other players are just like processing orders or something like that, or something is happening, and then clients like their inventory freezes and you can't push anything until you like hit tab and close your inventory, open it back up. Okay, looks like we're on the same build, but yeah. Yeah, the casts in my experience either don't change icons or end up being a question mark. I always host multiplayer server when I play too. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we can look into that, and that's annoying, and I agree, like it should be fixed, but it's such a cosmetic issue, you know? It's like, oh, like it doesn't really affect your game in any way, right? When that happens. It's more I'm way more concerned about the like inventory freezing. Yeah, that's much smaller. It is annoying, I agree. Let's jump into the US server. No one is playing right now. A lot of people have servers hosted, they're not playing. We'll look into that next. I really thought we had that one resolved. We're just gonna run around for a minute and see if we can get it to trigger. I don't think we will, because I really think it has to do with something with smelting. I think other players are doing something that causes all clients to like lock out of their inventory. There's a couple of functions we have that do that. One of the functions is when we use the I have to go find a chest. Community chest, the closest one is going to be up here. No community chest here. This could still be a possibility. There's like no way for me to test this without another player in, unfortunately. But you can see like this does lock your inventory. It's like the exact same thing that happens when your inventory locks. If I put one of these in here and one of these in here, press this, you can see like I can't do anything in my inventory and it like locks. So there's a possibility that's what's actually happening. And it's like not turning it back off for clients. W button, by the way. Yeah, it is a useful button. Unfortunately, the way it works is a little janky because I couldn't get it to work in a more clean way. Ideally, what I want it to do is like search your whole inventory, determine what needs to be moved in here, make a new array of those items, and then just update the new, like update both inventories based on that array. Like add them to this array, remove them from this array. The problem is the way our inventory works is it has to loop through the whole inventory. And we basically make those changes one at a time. I don't remember what the problem is. There's an issue somewhere along the lines. And so what it actually does is it basically loops, it does loop through your inventory, and it just makes the deposit like function, like it calls that like over and over again. That's why it goes through one at a time and does it. So it basically just checks like every item in your inventory, and it's like, does this go in here? No. Does this? No, no, no. Until it gets to here, and then it triggers that deposit option, and then waits for the server to say, yeah, I got the item, and then it goes, okay, next, and then does the next one, which is why in multiplayer, this takes a while. If you're in single player, it's almost instant. It's just like, it's like, and it's done, right? It's super fast. In multiplayer, there's a much longer wait time because it has to wait for the server to okay it, every single item. And like, there's a better way to do this. And I know, I just don't remember why I couldn't do it that way, but there's a reason. So yeah, it takes like a whole like second to like deposit each item. It's annoying in multiplayer, works great in single player. Anyway, my inventory is not frozen yet. Looks like we have a crimson moon and it's raining, but it's, yeah. Let's just go make sure that our crimson skeletons are actually spawning. They sure are. Okay. Is our crimson merchant here in town? He sure is. I don't know. Again, I'm like almost positive that this is being this inventory freezing situation is happening by like someone else on the server is doing something that is triggering like a freeze on all the clients' inventory. I just don't know what it is, and it's really hard for me to test it, obviously. I thought for a second it froze, and I was like, yes, but it didn't. Not that it would have mattered, because I wouldn't have had a clue what was going on, what was happening. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get it to happen when I'm playing I'm playing solo like this, because I'm almost positive that another player has to trigger something. I think it's going to be like opening and closing chests or something like that. Stupid cough.
Hey, Listen.
I have an array of an inventory here. You can if you want, Red. So obviously this right here needs to be as valid, or maybe the Oni actor does. Gotta be Oni actor, I guess. I don't know, because like, if this didn't exist, then we wouldn't be able to cast to it. And I don't know, there should be no situation where an inventory component gets removed. So the only thing I can think is the Oni actor no longer exists at some point, and so therefore we're failing that. Okay. All right, I have to join the game again then. Okay. That's fine. Sorry guys, wasn't paying attention to chat. Hello, golfer, welcome in. Swords and Magic, never heard of her. Was it lack of knowledge at that point, since it's been a while since you tinkered with the inventory system? It might have been. I'm not sure. I think like when I tried to do the like crafting from chest system, that was, I'm pretty sure, lack of knowledge. Are you in yet, Red? And actually, we can go to EU if you want. It might be better if I have more lag. Just back up my game and take out all my stock to see if I can trigger something. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I have a feeling it has to do with crafting. I think it's going to be a situation where I think it's only happening in package builds, because why wouldn't that be a thing? This seems to be a very recurring situation for me right now, and I don't know why. But it seems like a lot of bugs I run into lately are happening in package builds, but not happening on my test, like in the editor, which makes it just so much harder to fix and very frustrating. But I have a feeling that's what's going on here, because I can't seem to trigger it on my end, which is why it hasn't been fixed in so long, because it's like one of those things that I don't run into when I'm testing, and like every time I test it, I'm like, well, that's working now. And then I just tell people it's fixed, and then they're like, no, it's not fixed yet. Okay, joining you. Anyway, the crafting from the nearby storage situation, I'm almost positive that's a like there was a reason I couldn't get it to work, but I'm pretty sure that's a me issue. That's like a skill issue, because last time I tried to do it, I remember running into like a lot of issues with it. I don't remember what they were, and I'm sure if I dove into it again, I'd remember what they were, and maybe it's still not possible. But I also, like, the more I break it down, I'm like, that should be possible, and a lot of games do it, so I know it is possible. My only issue is it might not be possible because of our architecture, and that's like something I keep running into as well with this game. And I know I'm like beating a dead horse with this argument with this excuse, but like a lot of the stuff was built in this game a long time ago in a way that was not exactly the most ideal, and that's because a lot of us didn't have experience making games yet. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure if I went through and dug through it again, if there is an issue and I can't get that to work, then the issue is just because of a lot of like the way our inventory system is like structured, and I don't know if there's a way to fix it or not. All right, Red, let me know when you're in. I'll start watching my inventory. I'll fly over to you're probably over here. Oh, I pressed a button and I don't know what I did. I think I just turned on or off voice chat. Can you guys still hear me? Yeah, okay. I think I might have turned on my voice changer. Let me know if I have a weird voice right now. I turned it back off. I believe my voice mod has a like control F, shift F, control shift F thing where I'm turning on and off my voice changer or something. I thought I disabled that a long time ago. Voice changer isn't doing anything. You still sound like you. Okay, good. Do you have a house in the EU server? I guess you also could have just hosted and then started like whatever. I assume we can get this to trigger in a dev build as well as a shipping build. Not right now. If we don't own any properties here, though, we'll only be able to test public things like smelting. A surprising lack of ores and too many bars. Oh, here, I can fix this problem for us. All right, let's see if smelting breaks our inventory. Man, I hope it does. It does not, though. Okay, so smelting doesn't seem to be doing anything. Do we have... Where's our closest community chest? I wonder if transferring items would do it. Probably... Sleepy Haven. Oh, is there one? Is there a community chest in here? I don't think there is. There's not. Oh, Stony Oaks, there's one. Okay. Yeah, try to use the transfer button, the transfer all button, or deposit all, whatever it's called. Just deposit stacks, whatever, or matchy items. So far, so good. That's not it then. I'm assuming you're like moving stuff around and transferring and doing all kinds of stuff. If that's not it, then the last thing I can think is it's got to be casks. I mean, what else could it be? It's kind of insane how few items I have on this character. I wonder why. Someone pressing a button. Sorting too. Yeah, so that's good to know. If you're trying sorting everything too. Yeah, I mean, it's working just fine on my end. It's so weird because it happens so often. Maybe from a certain amount of hoarding filters. I mean, it's not help. It's not happening. Oh no, I don't have any filters on. I have everything. Um, I mean, what else could be happening? I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything else it could possibly be. Can you change your appearance? Red, do you have a hand mirror on you? We need to. I think what we're gonna have to end up doing is maybe I'm gonna have to just put together like a little test event with our testers and get like 5 or 6 people in and just play for a little while and see if anyone like if we can just narrow down what the hell the issue is. Yeah, so it's not your appearance, I don't think, unless it happens like when you confirm your appearance, but I don't think so. Yeah, like changing it obviously isn't affecting anything. Yeah, even when you change it a lot. Yeah, just try to like lock in your changes and leave the menu and just make sure that's not the issue. Nope, not the issue. Okay, let me look at my. Not that. How do I have that open? What is that? Here it is. The UI will freeze. It happens randomly and fixes itself when I exit and re-enter the menu. As far as I can tell, it can happen with any menu. It's just like there's not enough information. I don't know. Craft and inventory windows randomly freeze. When typing a search into my inventory every few seconds, the search I typed in is deleted. I think this is the same bug. I think when the inventory freezes, it like refreshes the inventory. Um, you know how you fix this? Building something completely new from scratch, like a new game? Is that what you're saying? Because I've been trying that. That's what I've been trying that for a while and it hasn't seemed to fix this issue. No, you monster. So it's not just the inventory. I don't. Well, yeah, someone said that it's when you search, but I don't know if that's. I mean, I'm assuming that's when you're searching in your inventory. When typing a search into my inventory, every few seconds, the search text I typed in is deleted. Oh god, how did I aggro you guys from so far away? Oh, okay. On the bright side, that's like all the bugs that have been reported. There's a treasure hunter amulet bug where it's like finding stuff that's buried, which I really thought we fixed. Could it be a bad connection, and when the client reconnects again, their inventory gets reset? I don't think so, because I've got a pretty bad connection myself. I guess I can't look at it. Why though? Oh, admin panel. Yeah, I can. I mean, 15 milliseconds, I guess, isn't bad. You can let me do this over and over again. Are you sure you want to remove? Oh, cancel. That just didn't update. That's weird. You're a mod now, Red. Man, I don't know. Like, what else could it be? If it's not the casks, and it's not... I mean, I guess it could still be the casks. I dig it. It could be the casks, but we can't really test that because we don't own property. Red, do you want to host... I assume you have a cask in your world because that's how you got rich. So, do you want to host and, like, just throw some stuff on in your casks and I'll join you? That's the last thing I can think that we can check. There's nothing else seems to be causing the issue. What else could it be? What else are we doing a lot? We're like, we could be mounting a lot. Mounting and dismounting could be the case. It's got to be something UI related. Hosting. Okay. Why no reading YouTube chat? Oh, so I don't know what's going on, but I think my YouTube chat isn't working on I'm so sorry, Ryu. Let me get caught up. Yeah, so I have a chat like thing. I use this like streamer bot thing for chat, and it obviously is not working. Sometimes it just randomly like disconnects YouTube, and then it just doesn't work, and I don't know why. Yeah, I'm just like not signed in, I guess, for some reason. Like Twitch stays signed in no matter. No, I'm all good. No issues. Okay. Can someone here? I can do it actually. Now it's working. Okay, I can now see YouTube chat in my correct chat. Sorry about that. Need to start double checking that, I guess. Interesting, still working on this bad boy. Yeah, unfortunately. I love Swords and Magic. I want it to be done. I just want it to be done so bad, and it's still so far away from that. And it takes so long to build anything in it that it's like, I don't know. It's just a huge project. Fear Trace, add all chests to an array, add all objects to an array. That's why Swords and Magic 2 should come out. Yeah, right. Voice is fine, thank you. Unless your voice changer makes you more grounded. It's possible. I have what's it called? The only voice I really use in the voice changer is like it's like a podcast voice or something. It just kind of like adds more like, I don't know, whatever. So that's very possible. He's only reading one chat. Sorry, Ryu. I'm here now. I'm listening to you now. And I think you should be able to go back to YouTube chat if you want. Well, you didn't have to read all of that, but things. Yeah, of course. I will do my best to keep up on YouTube chat in case it's not coming through my other chat anymore. Anyway, oh, sorry, I'm joining, I'm joining Red. Sorry, Red. Just neglecting him. Oh. Also, Red, thank you so much for your resub as well. I did not see that. And thanks for the follow, Dark Ren. Hi, Mom. How are you? I'm good. I'm used to the neglect. Okay. Red, if you would like to throw some stuff in a cask, that'd be great. Though, I mean, it takes forever, though, doesn't it? How long does it take for a cask to go? It's like 10 minutes or something, isn't it? I thought those guys were frozen, like stuck frozen. Let's head over to here. What is the next Game Jam game? Good question. I don't know. It is crazy how slow it takes the museums, this museum specifically, to load in. Just a lot of items loading in. Oh my god. I wondered how you had so much money, but I don't anymore.
Hi.
Hi, buddy. Good morning. It's only 11:30. Oh, good thing you got up nice and early this morning, huh? So what I'm hearing is party on red server. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I should be in here. It's trading. I hardly ever use this. Maybe got a mill or two out of this. Jeez. You're gonna hit the gold cap. I guarantee you're the first one that hits the gold cap for sure. A little voice. You wanna say hi to everybody?
Yeah.
Say good morning.
Good morning.
Did you sleep good?
Yeah.
I'm gonna set you up here so people can see you better. How's that?
Yeah.
You got this poor little red lip. Quit licking it. He won't stop licking his lip. We keep putting medicine on it, he just licks it off. Say, ew, it's a bug.
You a bug.
Ew, a bug.
Hey.
Love you.
Love you.
Everybody says hi.
Hmm.
Still have a working inventory, but oh my god, we're gonna be here forever. This is why I don't think it's the casks. It happens too often. You know? Like when this happens, like it happens like every like 10 seconds. There's just no way that casks that there's that many casks going on that's triggering that often. This has got to be something else. It's literally gonna be a 10-minute wait to like figure it out too. Dad's trying to fix some bugs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's talking to people on the internet. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm just crazy talking to myself?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have eight casks. Gotta step my game up. Yeah, right. I don't know. Red's pretty nuts. He's got a lot of stuff going on here. I am crazy. What are you looking at?
This.
You see yourself over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that one? You're right here too.
Hmm.
We gotta fix the camera, I guess. I still have full control over my inventory. Yeah, I don't know. I seriously doubt it's the casks. Unless there's like a long delay. You leaving? Okay, bye. Love you. Go tell mom to make you some breakfast. Like no one mentions anything about like, hey, come in. What's up, Rob? Rob C Pops. Welcome in. If everyone was like, after a while playing on multiplayer, I start getting kicked out of my inventory or something, then I would maybe like this is a long time, you know. Is everyone joining Red's server now? Call me Rob. Got it. It's going well. I guess, I don't know. I literally just went live to start fixing bugs and I'm still stuck on the very first one. But this is a long-standing bug and it's been notoriously difficult to track down, so. Leave this server open for a while if you want. It's up to you. I mean, it's going to be like 10 minutes before they start going off, but I don't know. I just have this feeling it's not the casks. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is. These save at every, I think, 10% increments. So that way they're not saving every second, but like every 10 seconds they save, I think, or every minute maybe it is they save. So if you, as long as you like let it progress like a minute or two, then it does save. So there's a chance that we just have casks running quite often in multiplayer, and then they are just triggering like every minute when one finishes. Coming from stream or just a coincidence? Jan is up, but she's gonna go get ready for the day while Quinn's entertained with toys. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to sit here and stream for 10 minutes while we like wait to see if this happens, but I could leave this up in the background. What's up, Quinn? That's a wheelchair. You found a Barbie wheelchair. You heard about the Discord age restriction next month? I've heard a little bit about it. I don't really know exactly how it works, but honestly, I'm not super upset about it. My daughter is 11 and she does use Discord. But my wife and I've actually talked a little bit lately about her not using Discord anymore. She has some friends that she talks to on there, and we've already like confiscated her computer a couple times and found some stuff on there that we're like, you're 11 years old, you shouldn't be talking about this. So we're already kind of on the verge of like maybe Discord goes away for a while, a couple more years anyway. So maybe, I don't know, I'm kind of like not super opposed to it. It probably means that she won't be able to use Discord anymore because she definitely has an 11-year-old face. So I don't know, I'm not too against it. What I am a little worried about is I think that we're gonna lose a lot of people on Discord who don't want their photo like in the cloud, you know, like under someone's control, which I get, but also like I guarantee 90% of people just, you know, have their picture somewhere on Facebook or somewhere on the internet for some reason or another. So I don't know if that's that big of a deal. I do think it will be nice for people who like scammers and stuff. If this stops people from being able to like just make a Discord account and start scamming people, then I'm all in, because I'm really over that. Like Discord is such a scary place right now. Like I don't click on any links on Discord. I don't care who sends them to me. Like literally Jana will send me links sometimes and I'll walk into the room and be like, hey, did you send me this link? And she'll be like, yeah, I just sent it. And I'm like, okay. Like, but otherwise I wouldn't click on it. So kind of sketchy. Jana's my wife, by the way, if you guys don't know who that is. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave this open. Oh, you did do it. Wait. What did you do, Gloth? What did you just do? It wasn't the casks. Who's Gloth, by the way? What's up, Corey Hero? Okay, okay, this is huge. Someone did something that froze my inventory. What did they do? Currently crafting? Okay. Oh, kill the boss. Oh my god, what if it was just the boss UI? Congrats on killing the boss. Which boss did you kill? They're gonna be like, there's more than one? No. Oh, okay, you did it again. Red! Is it because you're making wood planks? Do it again. I'm waiting. Let me know, Red, if you're like, if it's looking like it's adding up for you. Like when you craft something, if it's, you can see it freezing on my end. Because it's not freezing now. Remember when Legendary used to be like really good, and now it's just not that good? I mean, plus 8 crit chance is pretty nuts, but so if you're still crafting, then I don't know if it's the crafting. What if you drag an item next to itself? Well, I wasn't doing anything when it froze. Wouldn't it be nice to have an AI do this bug testing? I mean, that could be one use case that I might actually be able to get behind with AI. Wow, you found 2 toilets. Kids are the best, aren't they? Yep. He just showed me a Barbie toilet and said, Dada, pee in there. And then showed me another Barbie toilet and said, Mama did. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Can I craft plank skin? Where are you crafting them? Just out of curiosity. You're right here. Museum. I kind of just want to see if, like, when you craft a plank, if that's what's triggering. I guess I might not be able to tell, though. Whenever you're ready, I really hope it's crafting planks. Because I built the crafting system, so I will know how to fix it, hopefully. Are you crafting like crazy? So it's not planks. Is it the... It can't be the boss UI. It happened too fast to be boss UI. What else would it be then? Oh, maybe. You were talking to him? Okay, do you guys want to try talking to some NPCs and see if it freezes for me? Time to beat some orcs. Yeah, I guess that would be the fastest way to test that. Dialogue could definitely be it. I don't know what I've changed recently that would cause that, but it's possible. Dialogue would make sense too for how often it happens. Create a new character? You don't have to make a new character. What for? To test the first boss fight? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Red, just let me know when you've talked to someone. See if we can narrow this down. What else could it be? I can't think of any reason that, like, why dialogue would kick everyone else out, but been doing that already. What if it's quest progression through dialogue? I mean, I can't see a reason why that would be happening though. In the starter thing. Cool. Yeah, Alex, I'm sure you're watching the stream because obviously because you're responding to me. But like, see if you can like as you do things like kind of keep an eye on the stream and see. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of delay, unfortunately, but see if you can just keep an eye on the stream and see if you can know like what you do through the tutorial that might trigger this. Like when like the UI will stop popping up on my screen like this, it'll just look like I'm hovering over nothing. That's when it'll start triggering. I tried talking to the dairy farmer, but I feel like the dialogue isn't long enough. I'll try other NPCs. I don't know if it would have anything to do with the length of the dialogue. Like, I think if it was dialogue, it would be something like when dialogue closes or something, it like closes UI and like triggers it for all NPCs or all clients on accident. If you want them to calculate stream delay, maybe count to 10 while typing. Oh. Just beat him and talk to him. Okay, so that's not it either. So what the heck was it? It's just the two of us, or the three of us online, right? Yeah. Oh, it's yeah. Wait, why is it not showing Alex online? Oh, because that's Starwolf. Duh. You feel like I was dragging stuff around? I wasn't though. I was just looking. Like I was just kind of AFKing. I was dragging stuff around to see if it would trigger, but I really don't think that I'm doing anything that causes it, because it happens too randomly. Maybe I had my cursor in the search bar? No, because it happens more random than that too. Though someone did say that it does reset their search randomly. Man, what could possibly be happening? But if you drag it around and put it in the same spot, I truly don't think that's the issue. I drag it around, drag it way over here, and then I put it back in the same spot, nothing happens. Did that not just drop? Oh, there it is. That takes long to drop, jeez. I really don't think it has anything to do with dragging, because I'm telling you, when it froze, I was just sitting here like just chatting. Is the weather system UDS? No, it's not. It's made by hand. Could it be the weather system? I doubt it. The weather doesn't have anything to do with UI. It could be like I could have even understood if it was like when a new moon comes up, because that does show like UI on the screen, but the weather system doesn't change the UI or affect anything at all with UI. Yeah, it did break things before, but it was all related. Like it broke things because it was, so there's a component on our NPCs that checks for rain, and what was happening is some of our NPCs were oh, that was weird. It like stopped raining, then started raining, then stopped raining again. I don't know, man. This game is kind of buggy now. Anyway, that component checks for rain. What was happening is some of those NPCs were not properly loading in before it started raining or something. I can't remember. I don't remember what it was. So it would like start raining and load that component, but the NPC wasn't like loaded in properly or whatever, and it was just crashing. Excuse me, crashing the engine. Yeah, and so I fixed that now. That should be resolved. But that's very specific to the rain. Like that makes sense. Why it would turn off UI though has like, I don't know. There's just something that must be there must be something that's saying like, hey, okay, we're doing this thing now, let's lock UI so we can't do something else. And that is locking UI for all players, at least clients. Like it's gotta be. What is it though? Can you search your spaghetti for lock UI? Unfortunately, no. I mean, maybe I actually can. I don't want to leave the game because I'll leave this. I'm gonna leave this up. We're gonna go back to. Oh, that's fine. We do have all these errors though. I don't remember what caused these. And those are all probably the same error. There's a weather effect. Trying to read property audio manager. Oh, this is just because we're playing in this level. That's probably what most of these are actually. Because we're trying to like do things in a level that this kind of stuff doesn't exist in. Okay, let's go like this. Let's go look at our inventory widget. This one. Yeah, let's look at this button. Right, because this button for sure locks our inventory when we're not using it. So we're hiding the mouse cursor. Disabling the button. Actually, it doesn't look like we're locking the inventory at all, unless it's happening in deposit function or the deposit items. It might also be in this async deposit. Get HUD. Disable input. Okay. So we're disabling the input and then hiding the mouse cursor. I mean, you could, maybe this was the issue. I don't know. So disable input. That's fine. Let's go find references to this. Only one in here. Let's find it anywhere else in the game. Cinematics. There's one in the player controller. There is one in the cask. Let's see when this gets called in the cask. Async deposit. Is this the exact same place we just were? Oh yeah, okay. Wait, what? It's in all of the inventories. That's why. This is just, this is so stupid. Because they both have their different UI. So they're the exact same code in them, just copied and pasted, which is so bad. Like, why didn't I just build a function out of this? Especially since there's like different things in here. Empty bin. This is for the recycle bin. Yeah, why does the cask have a separate inventory in the first place? But we do enable the input here again. I still have inventory. And we've been using the cask this whole time, right? Like, they've just been... Unless I've been out of range. But even so, like, that's just for the async deposit. That's it. Let's look back here. If it only triggers in live builds, can you make a live branch for testers with a crap ton of debugging? Yeah. Yeah. Kind of. Sleep in bed. Hey, did anyone sleep in a bed? What is this parameter on the bed? Player controller. Do you want to give that a shot for me? Also, can't you log it anytime the disable thing is called? Not anytime the one, like anytime that function is called, because it's a built-in function. I'd have to do it in C++, and I'd have to like change the actual code. But I could go through everywhere I find this and check it. Yes, my concern is I don't know if I'm actually disabling input though. Like, it could be something else. But yes, that is the solution. Probably going to cause an error because I just took out that input. What else is there? Container inventory. Okay, saw that one. Cask inventory, or container cask, yeah. Cutscene. World event trigger zone. Can be enabled. Yeah, this is not actually, this is just a print or a tooltip. Machinist vault. Story event. Disables input. And boss manager abstract. Must be super handsome with all the sleep I'm getting. Hold on. Oh, it happened. Sleep again, Red. All the casks finished. When I came back, my inventory was frozen. So someone did something, and it froze the inventory again. And I'm assuming you're sleeping again, and now it's not triggering. Oh, right, you were in the game. Thank you. I didn't realize you were in testing. Oh, you left the game. Oh, maybe that could be maybe it. But if you alt tab and come back in, sure. I mean, I did that for like 10 minutes a minute ago. It's fine. It's not alt tabbing. This I've 100% myself run into the same situation when I'm just like looking at my inventory to do something and then it just freezes. Like I can just be like scrolling through looking for an item and then suddenly it'll just freeze. Did you sleep again though, Ren, after that first time? Multicast spawn boss. I think I found it, guys. Well, maybe. Is this actually happening anywhere? Do you think this is happening every time we spawn the golem? Like, this is obviously an issue, right? This is a multicast, meaning, okay, so when a multicast happens, the server tells all the clients, hey, do this thing, right? So this would trigger on every single client. Meaning, if you spawn a boss, I don't know which boss this is spawning, I'll have to look into it more, which we will in a second. If you spawn a boss, you could call me Sleeping Beauty by now. Yeah, still not frozen. Wait, why in Lord's name did I just spawn back at the starter island? Because you didn't sleep anywhere, Alex? You have to sleep to reset your spawn. Okay, so the server calls this, all the clients run it. The clients are like, hey, does this have a cutscene actor? Yeah, great. We're set this to no cinematic, whatever. We check to see if the actor's in the area. Okay, so this might be... actor, set a local actor, make sure it's valid. Local actor, get actor location. Check is location in event bounds. Tolerance of 50. Check in event bounds. Get closest point on collision. So this... Get player character is wrong. What's up, Mike? Yeah, so get player character for a multicast would be wouldn't this not just be getting local character? I didn't build this. I think Joe made this one. That gets the game state player array and not get player controller 0. Get controlled pawn. I've used get player character in replace of this hundreds of times. This gets returns the player character. Null if the player pawn doesn't exist or is not a character at the specified player index. I know. Wait, what do you know that I've used it too many times, the wrong places? So what is the difference? Gets the game state player array, which would be fine, right? Is the game state replicated or does it only exist on the server? We need to know who caused the bug so we know who to fire. Everyone's been fired already, not because of bugs, so it doesn't really matter. If I cause the bug, I don't think I can fire myself. I've tried. Yes, it's replicated. Okay, so everyone would have the same character in the game state. Well, actually, maybe not, though, because... Right? Like would they wouldn't all get the same... Get player character in that case might not be their character if it's replicated. It might be the server. So that could have been the issue. Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, that might have been the issue because then that character might not have been, or might have been in the bounds. And then we disable the input. I don't know. I don't think it matters. I don't think that was the issue. Maybe it was. It would have had a weird behavior. Yeah, for sure. I agree. I think it could have got the wrong character, and it would have checked if that character was in the boss area, and if it was, we would have disabled the input on that same character though, so it probably wouldn't have mattered, right? But it would have disabled the input for the player controller. But what are we doing this for? Oh, it's just if it has a cutscene actor. So who is the boss? What boss were we fighting? Someone came on, they said, I just fought the boss. Oh, this just, it was Alex. They fought the orc. That boss does not have a cutscene. It was Grug. I did it. Gloth. It was Gloth. Grug. Oh wait. Hold on. Let me try. I'm trying to read this, but every time someone types it, it snaps the thing back up to the top. I kill the boss, the first one, orc boss. Okay. I don't know. I don't think that's when it triggered. And even if it did, I'm almost positive that boss does not have a cutscene, so it wouldn't have mattered. Either way, we fixed a potential bug with this one, and maybe that fixed it. We won't know until we obviously package another build. Let's keep looking. What else has the same issue? Also, thank you so much, Mike, for piping up and telling me I did that wrong. Someone did that wrong. Thank you for mentioning that it was wrong. Widget blackout story event. What is this? Machinist. Disable input. Well, we're doing get player character again. I find it hard to believe that the people are fighting machinists that often that it's triggering, and no one fought the machinist since we've been playing, right? Has anyone been in to fight the machinist today since we were hosting? I seriously doubt that was the issue. If anything, we fixed a different bug or introduced a fix that now breaks something else. Yeah. I do recommend you take a screenshot or something to revert it if it causes some other issue. No, it should be fine. Like getting the player character versus getting the controlled pawn of the controller really shouldn't be an issue, right? When I'm doing this locally to try to just get the local player, so it shouldn't make any difference. It should be just fine. Because get player controller 0 locally, that one 100% should be actually getting your like local controller, so that should be fine. We're doing it here. I volunteer to fight the machinist. You can if you want. I don't think it's gonna matter though. I truly don't think that's what was causing it. This one, I mean, yeah, it did have the wrong character. It may have got it might be the wrong character. It's probably gonna be the order that the characters came in on, which means it would have been the server, so it would be checking for red. So if you fought the machinist, technically, if that was working the way Mike says it was, which I do believe is the case, that would mean it would probably be disabling red's input. But also keep this in mind, guys. Disabling the input when you're not in your inventory would stop the player from being able to do anything at all. And we're not seeing that. So this would be an issue if he was in his inventory, but there's no report saying sometimes I just lose control of my character and I can't do anything, right? So I just don't think it's this disable input, because that, like, what are the chances that no one has been outside of their inventory when this happens? You know? This would be an issue if they were in their inventory, but probably not 90% of the time. Another boss manager, player controller, get controlled upon. This is the same one. Okay. So yeah, I don't think this is I don't think this was what was causing the problem. This disabling input is here just to disable the player from moving during cutscenes. And while this did seem like a aha moment, I just don't think this is the problem. I think it's something else. But it's weird because we definitely checked this button and all it's doing is disabling input. But yeah, that's the whole point of that, is to prevent players from closing the inventory or like dragging anything else in their inventory. Something else is locking players out of their inventory. Is it just disabling our cursor? No. All right, whatever it is, someone has done it again since I've been gone. Since I've been gone. Sorry. Yeah, so I have no control, right? I have no input. Oh, I can move those around, but I can't touch these. So it's not disabled input because I have input. I just don't have control over this menu in any fashion. I bet if I had something over here, I could hover over it though. Because I can hover over these. I can't do this. So whatever it is, it's actually locking me out of my entire container, but not these guys. Apparently I just wanted attention. I was wrong. They do the same thing. Get player character, it just calls get player controller, get pawn. You know what, Encanta? The fact that you double checked it and came back and told me, that's thank you so much for that. I'm glad to know that. That's how I thought it worked, and I'm glad I'm not an idiot. And I also don't think you're an idiot, because there's a lot of complexity in Unreal Engine and like their functions behind the scenes and stuff. So like I totally get it. But thank you, appreciate that. It is funny though. It's funny because I've done that kind of thing like 100 times. Maybe when you press Alt Tab to go to another thing, it loses focus and doesn't recognize you got it back. No, because I've tried that several times too. Like I can Alt Tab back and forth like over and over again. But as soon as I close my inventory and open it back up, it'll work again, and I can Alt Tab as many times as I want. And I already know that it's not Alt Tabbing because I've had this happen to me several times while just playing the game. Like when we did the Frostfall event and I was playing with a bunch of people, there were like 10 of us in the server, maybe more. This happened to me several times, at least 10 times. And I was just playing the game normally, and I just opened my inventory and scroll through, and all of a sudden it would just freeze, and I have to close it and open it back up. And I started getting really annoyed by it. And for good reason, right? This is an annoying bug. So it's definitely something that's being triggered. Like something in someone's UI is triggering something on all the clients when it should just be triggering it locally, is my guess. And that's why I thought for sure it was that deposit button. It was either the deposit button or crafting something or something. Even if you're an idiot, you're our lovely idiot. Yeah, fair. The fight is not replayable, is it? No, it's not with a machinist, no. Unless you lose. So yeah, I don't want to close this because like it's frozen, but we need to close it because, and also like my input's not disabled. I hit tab, no problem, right? Open back up, I'm back in. It is almost like I'm just like losing focus though, like something else is taking focus. Okay, right, here we go. Watch. Looking at this, I Alt Tab. I'm in a different menu now. I go back, or a different window entirely. I go back to this window. I'm back up. Everything's good. I can move things around. I can drag. I didn't have to click or anything. I have focus. You can even like sit here for a few minutes. Doop -de doop -de doop -de doop -de doo. What if you tab Alt first instead of Alt Tab? I'm telling you guys, this is not the issue. If I tab, it just closes it. If I tab Alt. Nothing. Did you try resetting your inventory again? What do you mean by resetting? Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Did you get some breakfast yet?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
What did you eat?
At 8?
Pancakes?
No.
Sausage?
Yeah.
Sausage. Your hands are really cold.
Yeah.
Mom just made you sausage for breakfast?
Yeah.
How about eggs?
Don't have eggs.
Did you make him sausage? Oh. You didn't lie then. I thought he was making that up.
Dude, what are you doing with your phone?
I believe you, but what if?
Oh.
I mean, if someone has another idea, I'm open to hear it, even if they think it's probably wrong. It's something. I'm telling you right now, it's got to be like there's 3 people online. It's something that someone is doing that is so like inconspicuous, right? Something that you would just do like whatever, you know. What, like, I don't know, it's something inconspicuous that someone is doing that is triggering this. And they like, it's so inconspicuous that they just don't think that that would be triggering it, so no one's mentioning anything about like, oh, I tried this. Or maybe it's something they've already told me they're doing and we just haven't been able to like narrow it down. I was left mouse button attacking and rolling. Yeah. That's all I did. I didn't even open the inventory. What's the bug? Input gets disabled? No, I don't know what it is, Mike. So what actually happens is you can just be in your inventory as a client and randomly, and this seems to happen way more often the more people you have online. So it's something someone is doing, not like maliciously, it's something that's triggering it. But you'll randomly just like lose focus on the whole inventory. Like none of this works. I can't hover over things. I can't click buttons. Nothing works. It's just like as if I didn't have a mouse cursor on it at all. But these still trigger. So whatever it is, it's just like it's losing focus on the inventory. But it's like, and it happens all the time when you're just like scrolling through the inventory. We did the winter or the Frostfall playthrough the other day, or community playthrough, and it was happening to me all the time. So I would just be in my inventory doing whatever, looking through like at an item or whatever, reading a description or something, and then that's when it would just freeze, and it would just be like I just lost my mouse. It was just sort of like my mouse just like was no longer triggering anything anymore. And you have to hit tab to close your inventory because you can't hit the X or anything, and then you hit tab to open back up, and it's reset. It's fine. So whatever it is, it's almost just like it's losing focus, but you can't get focus back. And everyone seems to think it has something to do with me like alt tabbing, because when I'm alt tabbed out over here and I go back in, sometimes it's happened, but it happens all the time to me, even when I'm sitting here. And earlier I was just AFKing while Red was filling up casks, and I was just talking for like a few minutes, and when I like moved my mouse again, I realized it had frozen. It only happens with others connected. Yes, it only happens to, as far as I can tell, it only happens to clients, and it happens way more often the more people you have. So when we had a ton of people playing, it happened a lot. And I really do think it has something to do with crafting. I don't know. I think it has something to do with like either crafting or processing, or like I thought it was casks, because the casks were doing some weird stuff early on, because I broke some stuff with them, but they seem to be working fine now. Oh, it just happened. See, look, it just happened. What did you guys do? Everyone, tell me what you were just doing. Give me a play-by-play of what you're doing for the last like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Doing casts again like crazy. Does inventory get switched to non-hit testable at any point for any reason ever? Maybe. That is possible. I did not build the original inventory system, so I don't know how it all works under the hood. I've dug through most of it, and I know what like 90% of it does, but I don't know everything. So these work just fine, but this is a separate UI element on the HUD. These are a different UI element on the HUD, but there's nothing to do here. I can't click the chat while I have this open either, which is actually dumb. I do feel like you should be able to scroll through chat and stuff when you have your inventory open. Hover over the radial menu. Nothing. Radial menu does nothing. So and this is all in the container. right? So it's the inventory container UI it's like everything. So it has something to do with, like, it's not the HUD, right? Because the HUD is the rest of the HUD is working just fine. I don't think this does anything anyway. I can hover over these just fine. That's why I know it's not like, it's not disabling input. That's why I know that that's not the node that's causing issues. Like, I'm clicking, nothing's working here. Radial doesn't do anything. This is one whole container that holds, the radial inventory goes away when you have a container open, which is right here. So like your crafting container, everything else. So whatever is holding all of this obviously is losing focus or being disabled or being set to non-hit testable. That's very possible too.
Dada, me you. Yeah.
You have to ask Mama. Something to change the visibility, hit testability when the widget or another widget is spawning over it and taking the hit testing. I agree. Is the visibility change or some invisible widget is spawning over it? Yeah, I don't think it's an invisible widget spawning over it, but that is possible. We have done things like that in the past. Like Chrome window is also freaking out right now. Yeah, I can't scroll, I can't do anything. So this just does not have any sort of interaction at all. I actually wonder, I'm gonna plug my gamepad in really fast. I want to test, because I have separate UI or code for scrolling with the right thumbstick. Oh, okay, yeah, so that's working, but yeah, the right thumbstick's not working. So even the code for like detecting the right thumbstick for scrolling is not working. If I hit tab though and open it back up, then I yeah, now I can scroll just fine with the thumbstick. God, it scrolls so slow. I don't know how to make gamepad better, guys. I'm so sorry. Gamepad sucks so bad in this game. Okay. What the heck is causing this? So let's go look at we have a container inventory. That's just this container. It's this is what's being turned off, right? It must be, because I think this is our radio wheel. Yeah, that's the radio wheel, and all of this is being disabled. So something is setting this visibility on everything. It's already non-hit testable. Oh, that's because I have everything selected. Canvas panel. This horizontal box seems to be it's not even a variable, so that couldn't be it. That's not. None of those are variables, so it can't be setting the visibility. Refresh inventory, refresh container, refresh and init. I feel like I did just change this recently because there was an issue with it, and I probably introduced this bug. Search all blueprints for non-hit testable or whatever it is. It would be, well, maybe that could work. That refresh happens on the actual inventory though, not the. You have a clear inventory. Temporary, we don't want to destroy all widgets every refresh, but this works for now. This temporary was probably written, I really wish this had a date on it. This was probably written in like 2017 or 2018. No, probably closer to probably 2020. This was probably like 2020, 2019. So I don't think this is temporary anymore. I don't think this is temporary anymore. It's been like this for nearly 6 years. Okay. I love when I like literally physically comment, like verbally comment on something, and it's the exact same thing that I've actually written a comment on somewhere else and some other time. Filter inventory, search filter, populate inventory, clear inventory. I don't think this is causing a problem. And that, like, this wouldn't even be the issue anyway. Like, this is clearly working because this happens every time we like pick up an item. Toggle inventory to, like, what would be causing this though? Like, whatever the issue is, someone is doing something, like another player is doing something that is probably doing some stupid like multicast or something that's triggering the UI for everyone instead of just them. What was everyone doing? I already asked this. Doing casks again like crazy. Maybe it is something to do with the casks. I guess we just have to search the entire project's code BP for anything that even accesses the container and go one by one. Search all blueprints for non-hit testable. Does it have anything to do with the icon you get during crafting? I don't think so. We have collapsed invisible. Nothing for non-hit testable. But if I search for visible in here, it does show that. Nothing. Can I even search blueprints for that? At the time you asked last, I was getting off my mount while trying to gather maple wood. Hey, can we test something, guys? Can somebody change their loadout? You put in the server chat. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Doing a couple times already? Okay, so it's not changing loadouts. I mean, that would have been like, I feel like that would have been super obvious. Maybe not obvious that was causing it, but obvious like this would be happening way more often if it was loadout. Going to do more casks. Okay. When you say doing casks, you're just swapping items, right?
Dada,
What?
this one now.
It goes on the camera right here.
Oh.
But I'm using the camera. That camera is that's how my pictures are there. Gotta get back to work. See you later, Encanto. Thanks for helping. I appreciate it. Also, congrats on your new update on the
Dada,
Redwood.
I need help.
I saw that this morning.
Up there.
No, it can't go on there. Watch what happens if I put it on there. See the picture?
Yeah.
Look, see Dad right here? If
Yeah.
I put this on here, watch what happens. Whoop. We don't want that to happen, huh?
Mm.
Sorry, chat. Gotta do the dad things.
Mm. Oh. Now I'll go up.
Okay, yeah, so whatever, it was definitely not loadout. I didn't think it was, but and nothing in non-hit testable comes up, so I don't think that's what it's actually called. Let's go look again though. Not non. It's not hit testable. Yeah, this is gonna be like a billion places, guys. Actually, maybe it's not. Player UI. Oh, my ear popped a little. That's nice. Recipe slot for crafting. PP HUD. This is not even hooked in. Probably hasn't been plugged in for years, so that's not the issue. Yep, same place. Toggle inventory 2. If equipment panel has been made not hit testable, make it testable again if it's open. Equipment. I mean, that's just the equipment panel, so I don't think that would be the issue. Container manager. Event construct. Open, close inventory. Collapsed and hidden. Clear search bar. Nothing happens on... Yeah, it's just closed and hidden. It's just clearing the search bar. That's not it. Analytics confirmation. That has nothing to do with this. Bestiary container. I did play with the bestiary lately, so that could be possible. Nope. Bestiary loot slot. Get visibility. Select. We're not actually changing anything in here. Nope. Journal container. I think this is going to be, I don't know. We have a set visibility here. This is for the journal, though. Player inventory. And construct open, close inventory. Collapsed, hidden. I don't know, guys. Do we have any set visibility here? Toggle container visibility. Please bring this game to MetaQuest. Oh, that's probably never gonna happen. I wish I could. It doesn't run like super well on modern hardware. Well, I mean modern hardware runs great, but like the hardware that it should be running on, it's not like perfect on. It'd be much worse on MetaQuest. The game's just not performant enough to do it, and it would take a huge refactor to actually get it to that point. So I don't unfortunately see that happening anytime soon. It would be cool though. It would also be probably really fun to play in VR, I assume, but I don't know. Anyway. There's a lot of toggle visibility. Toggle container visibility. But like setting to collapse, like it's not setting to not hit testable anywhere. Could be this one. Get actor inventory type set. Enable an init. I just don't think so though. Man, I'm afraid this is just like one of those. This is even one of those situations where like it's a really complicated, convoluted issue. It's not going to be as simple as like, oh, here it is. And this also 100% has to do with, it's definitely going to be a situation where we're like calling to disable inventory for something. Sad face. I think it would be wonderful in VR. Yeah, I think it would be really cool. It's probably just a little too big. Though I would have to like go through and add a bunch of performance fixes and optimizations and stuff to get it to that point, but maybe one day, who knows. Right now I'm just trying to get it finished for PC. Man, I don't know, guys. You guys still playing? Wait, 4 people online. I was getting on and off my mount while gathering maple. Hmm. I mean, it's... Why'd they just unload? It's gotta have something to do with the casks. Right? Like, what else could it be? Why is that flickering on and off? Are you taking stuff out and putting it back in over and over again, Red? Looks like he is. We tried transferring a lot of items into a chest. No, but I do think that could also be part of it. Oh, it just happened. All right, what was everyone doing? I was typing in here, I think. And like, but that's the thing, is like the cask isn't even running, right? Adding items to a chest. Loading a smelter with saw. Smelter and saw with materials. So maybe it's just the act of putting items into it. It happened again. It happened again. What if it's a sheer amount? I don't think, I mean, it could be. It's possible that it's like, not like the amount, like I put in 80 items versus 1 item. That wouldn't have anything to do with it. But it could be multiple people putting in items at the same time in different things that could just like, yeah, it could be like a desync thing, or like a, I don't know. Okay. Red, can you put items in? I mean, you've been doing this though. Like, I don't think that's it. Yeah, like putting items in doesn't seem to be doing anything. Is it putting items into the sawmill? Like starting, like having nothing in the sawmill and then putting an item into the sawmill? It definitely triggered when Red was playing with the sawmills earlier. That's why I wonder. I wonder if it's just adding a, like having nothing in it and then putting an item in it. I also wonder if it has to do with distance. Like, maybe because the sawmill that someone is using is not relevant to me right now, not net relevant because I'm too far away from it. It's like freezing my inventory trying to wait for it to update. Use the sawmill just now. I put maple in the empty sawmill in Sleep Haven. Okay, so that's not it either. I don't know, guys. What, like, what could be causing this? The worst part about this is that, like, I don't even know how to possibly fix it. Like, what do we do? Like, I keep thinking, like, I could just, like, revert, like, changes and see if we fixed it, but, like, it's so hard to test it. We wouldn't even know if we fixed it. It's not reliable enough to, like... I don't know. You can't know the solution until you know the problem. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly the issue here. It's so weird too, because like it's definitely setting it not hit testable, but like what though? Nothing is actually being said. And since none of these are variables, like I can't even be setting these. Unless the HUD is doing it on the entire widget. For locking UI during network transactions, set inventory interactable. Not hit testable. Okay, I'm 90% sure this is the problem. This is where we're running into this. Now, let's go find where this is being called everywhere. That's it for sure. Is the game playable offline? And if so, is the bug able to be reproduced there? No, if you play single player, it doesn't seem to happen. It's definitely a network issue, and that's why I think this is it for sure. Where'd it go? I'm almost positive. Like I had a feeling this was gonna be the case, which is why I thought it was when you transferred items, because we locked the inventory there. But I don't remember if we're doing it like this. But I'm almost positive this is the issue. Okay, UI management, it's happening. Actually, that's the function, right? Oh no, that's the, yeah. It's the interface. Yes, this is actually where it's happening. Processor output. Get player component. So this is happening locally, and then we call a server function. Set inventory interactable. Disallow interaction with the interface until the rep notify fires. No duping. How long has this been an issue? Because this is something Lewis set up years ago. Fire him. All right, he's fired. Okay, so the processor, it does seem like it definitely happens whenever people are using the processor. Has anyone used any processors since it last triggered? Because it's still working just fine from on my end. Maybe it's when we take items out of the processor. Hold on, let's look at this again. Set inventory. Man, I love Lewis, but his stuff is difficult to like sort through too. Like, I don't know where this is being triggered from. This is the int processor output. So this is the output. Okay. So this is whenever we actually add items to it or remove items from it, I assume. Still not frozen. Just took a plank out. Okay, so taking items out. Did you take one out or take all of them out? I assume that just you took all of them out. I don't know how you take just one out. Just stop ordering his dungeon pizzas, right? I would still continue ordering his dungeon pizzas. Okay. I had one normal plank and now everything. It's still working just fine. Note that we don't use the inventory on the C inventory component. So what are we rep notifying to turn this back on? This is the notify. But it's on, oh, okay. So the server's just setting it on that thing. So processor out. Wait, what is it triggering though? Output inventory? I don't have an output inventory, do I? I don't have an output inventory. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, the processor actor. The processor actor is, in this case, abstract int processor. That seems weird because the processor inventory shouldn't have anything to do with that. On rep output inventory. Okay, inventory has changed. Refresh it and re-enable interaction with UI if it was disabled. This is refreshing every player's inventory during every smelt. To reproduce the output bug, we open the bank, deposit into a smelter or processor, then open the output. If done in that order, it also shows your bank inventory. I have no idea when this issue showed up or why. I think we fixed this though. I bet when we fixed this, we also broke set inventory interactable. So this should be working then. Refresh inventory of containers open. This is refreshing all players' inventory if it was open. Oh, refresh inventory if the owner is the player, otherwise refresh the open container. Why do I feel like this is still the issue? Guys, do me a favor. I'm frozen again. Okay. Can someone smelt something and take it out or whatever? Just smelt something. Let me know when you've done that, if you've done it. Smelted. So it's not refreshing my... Oh. Did anyone else do anything? because that just, so it did reset my inventory and it froze it. Okay, the next question is, okay, we're getting much closer. We know this has something to do with smelting or processing items. I wonder if there's a delay on it. I've been going back from Forge and Sawmill. Okay. It's weird that they processed something. I wanted to see if the search came back, or the search worked. And then it did, but also froze the inventory. I'm pretty confident we found where the issue is, though. Like, I'm pretty sure it's right here. Get player component, get player controller. We don't care about controlled pawn here anymore, I guess. So this is just, this all should unrep output. So this is happening for every player because it's an unrep. And then we're checking to see if the interacting controller is a local controller. If they are, we're refreshing the inventory if the container is open. How is this going to do anything? Oh, I see. I mean, wouldn't it just be easier to check to see if this is the same, if this is this controller? Like, wouldn't this be easier? Are we better to just check these are equal? I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter, or would it matter? I don't know, man. I'm rusty with code too because I've been doing art for the last month. So the interacting, or the inventory component has an interacting controller. Inventory component. Let's edit this. Interacting controller. Find references. When we try to interact, we're setting the player controller used to ensure we only refresh inventories for this player. Okay, so we're storing that locally, and I assume this is happening locally, which means this is probably not replicated, which means, which is fine actually. It doesn't need to be replicated because this would just be void then. So we could really just check to see if this is valid, right? Because it wouldn't be valid. Well, I guess the server could set it. Maybe that's the issue here. Why is this so complicated? I wonder, like, there's got to be a better way to do this. We must be doing this in a different way. Maybe. But if we fail here, we still need to set our inventory back to interactable. I'm afraid this is not triggering for some reason. This is the UI management, DPI UI management, which was happening here, right? So this is true. Get inventory UI. This window open. Set visibility. Wait, what? Set inventory interactable for locking UI during network transactions. If we're setting this to true, we're setting this to not hit testable for self. If false, if we want to lock it, we're setting it to not hit testable for self and children. How is this? This needs to be set to visible. Was that the freaking issue this whole time? Why would that be set to that? Like, how is that turning it? How is that setting it back to usable? And also, why wouldn't that be breaking literally everything for everyone? That'd be wonderful if you found it. Yeah, if that's actually, I mean, that definitely seems like the issue, but I'm afraid that I'm just not understanding why we're doing it like that, because I can't see a situation where that wouldn't just break every single time we need to refresh the inventory. Like, that would break that would like lock us all out entirely every single time. Wow, this is triggering right at spawn. What are we triggering this from? I really want to know where this is being called from. Yeah, false. There's no inventory yet. Why are we triggering this so many times? Because all these inventories are being set up right away. Those are just all the inventories we had in the beginning, just being set up immediately. That checks out, that's fine. It sounds like you found the problem? Maybe. What's up, Mateus? I'm doing pretty good, how are you? I'm just getting over the stupid cold. It's mostly like cleared up, a little bit of congestion still, and this ear is still crazy plugged. I did have an ear infection, and I'm still taking antibiotics for it. In fact, I need to go take mine right now. Guys, I'm gonna go take it before I forget now, because it's already an hour late now. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Hey, listen.
Hi, sorry guys. I just did not want to forget this. I'm not going to take drugs on stream, so you have to wait 2 more minutes, 2 more seconds. Sorry, what was the question? Off to bed? Do you need... No, you're good, Red. You can close it. Sorry. Sorry. And I'm back. Close it is. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate your help. That was very helpful. It definitely helped narrow it down. I hope that was the issue too. I actually want to look at this HUD, which I can't do right now. These are processing probably, so this is why this is probably triggering over and over and over again. Let's just remove that. That's crazy. That's doing that every single frame. Hopping on, hosting my own open server if you need them. Okay, cool. Thanks. Very kind of you. I really want to know if this is actually triggering like every frame. No. Okay, good. It must have just been like setting it up a couple times. These are probably processing. They look. Oh, nope. I never hit start, probably. Well, that might explain why I couldn't figure it. Why I couldn't test it when I was testing on my end. Okay, let's go back to our HUD. I want to know source control, history. I want to go back a little ways and see if that was changed at some point. Let's go all the way back to here. Significant workspace file. I should have ran to the bathroom before I came back on stream. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, what was it under? HUD, event graph, event set. Wait, what? Where did my window go? There it is. Event graph. Can I not see the event graph? I feel like I can. Can't. Yeah, I can just go here. Okay. These are functions, aren't they? Interactable. Right here. Local revision is, yeah, so it's been like this for a long time. Can I go back further then? Let's go way back to before Lewis. I feel like this function probably didn't exist back then. Nope, it's here. It's never been visible, you guys. That's wild to me. This is in 2022. I guess we'll check the very last one. This is the very first time when we brought the project over from a different source control from Perforce. It's never been set to visible. And I don't know if this has ever been an issue before. It might be that this has been a bug since the beginning we just never caught. But the issue is that we've just never had a situation where we were updating everyone's inventory, so we introduced a different bug which is like introduced that one. Like, we changed something in the processor output, right? That turns that off now, and this has just never been an issue before. Okay, let me get caught up in the chat real quick, and then we'll never know, Red. By chance, do you know what is causing my cursor to still display after depositing matching items in the chest? Hold on. Let's figure this out. You're saying, remove that. You're saying when you deposit matching items in the chest, your cursor is still displaying? So is mine. Oh, probably because mine happened instantly. Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That should not be happening. That should be under the container inventory, I think. Show mouse cursor, false. Let's just breakpoint, I guess, this. We'll just walk through it. This will just be easier than trying to figure it out. Yeah, after I deposit a bunch of items, I will tab out of the chest UI. I'm like, oh, I see what you're saying. You'll tab out of your chest. Are you tabbing out before the operation finishes? I see what you're complaining about, which is actually not the bug that I found. So we found two separate bugs. So my issue, hold on. My issue is when I press this, I can still control things and I shouldn't be able to. So I press this, can I tab out still? Let's disable that for now. Can't. You're still seeing your cursor after you leave. Are you? Yeah. So if you're playing right now, Critical, can you test for me if you make sure you wait until the whole thing is finished before you try to close the inventory? Come on. Man, I wish I knew why that was happening too. If you close this before finishing, when this finishes, it should turn your cursor back on. I don't know why this isn't happening for me. This should be, my cursor should be invisible now and then back on at the end, but it's not. That's not happening. I wonder if I flipped. Hold on, maybe I flipped those issues. Guys, give me 1 minute. Hi, sorry. I had to pee so bad. Okay. Oh, YouTube just like crashed on me for some reason. Are we still live on YouTube? Yep. Okay. Okay, anyway, sorry. It won't let me leave the UI until it finishes, but maybe because I pressed it early. No, that's right. You shouldn't be able to leave the UI until it's finished. Maybe we've switched these. Maybe this should be non-hit testable, and this should be visible. Let's test one more time. I don't understand why I have to let go and click again a second time. Okay. Oh. Okay, definitely not the problem, because now I can't do anything. Yeah, so... Huh. This is insane to me. I can't believe this has been set like this whole time. Now I'm like questioning it, because like, but I don't understand why what the difference would be. Let's we're setting it back to how it was. I want to know if it like this fixes our issue we're running into right now. Test it and waited patiently is something I don't usually do, and it doesn't seem to happen. So if you press tab before it's done and then tab after it's done to close the UI. Okay, so something gets flipped. I see. Okay, good to know. So it is a bug, but it's like a... I don't want to say user error, because that's definitely not it, but something along the lines of... Yeah. Yeah, so it should be hiding the cursor here. And it's not for me. So, okay, we're back to... But also, like, what the heck? Why is this working? Is this working? Let's go... Setting this to true. And then what? Then true again. Not a client. Okay, so this should be false. What? True again. True again. True. True. This should be false the first time. This is frustrating. This must just be like a failsafe. We're just like setting this to true every single time, but like, why? Like, why are we not just using this the correct way? This is the on-rep networked inventory, so that should be working. Only refresh the inventory if this is the player using it. Set inventory interactable, true. We're never setting it to non-interactable though. Well, maybe not, I guess not in here. But this should be fine anyway, because this is the on-rep. So this should be like when the server actually updates it. No, Chaos, it's not your fault. I mean, yes, if you were patient, that wouldn't be happening. That's fine. But like, the code should prevent that from happening. I am going to add it to the list. Anyway, I don't know, I'm stumped on this one. So the inventory component turning this back to true, this makes so much sense. But is there anywhere we're like setting it false? I guess right here, right? Yeah, so the processor output is setting it false. Construction container, false, okay. Community chest, false, okay. So, oh wait, that's interesting. Why, wait, is this actually happening then? Oh, it's because I'm testing as a server. I'm an idiot. If I'm testing as a server, I don't have to worry about it because the server's just doing it. So maybe this is the issue then, is that this is setting this. Well, I mean, it wouldn't, I guess that wouldn't matter. I'm still so confused by this. It's setting our inventory UI, which is U inventory UI. Right here. So it would be setting the entire thing to non-hit testable. And the other way sets all the children. Okay. Okay. We have not fixed this issue. We have definitely not fixed this issue. But at least we know what the issue is now, I think. So what's happening is when we turn this off, we're setting the entire inventory and all of the sub inventory or all the sub widgets inside of it to not hit testable. So we can't interact with anything. When we turn it back on, we don't want to turn the whole thing to visible. We want just the root to be turned to visible. But Is that actually resetting all of the children? Right? Because, like, would that reset all the children? What if we set this to collapsed or hidden? Let's do hidden. That won't matter. I don't think this is going to change all the children to visible again. But I mean, like, it must be, right? We're also checking to see if the window's open. Wouldn't this be better to check to see if this is... like... if this is visible, hit testable, or self hit testable. Okay, that's fine. I feel like this would be better to just do like this. True. Well, I don't know, because, like, we have... This must be working. This must work. Because there's no other way to, like, set all the children to visible. Okay, so that's not the issue. This is not broken. This is a really interesting way to do this, but I would have assumed this was broken. But I can't set, like, visible all and then do, like, self and all children, right? So this must just be also updating all children when I do visible or self only. I mean, there's no way to, like, test it other than, like, is this working? Okay, so that's not the problem. The problem is that somewhere along the lines we still have this being called. Wherever it was. Probably here. That's turning this off on for all players. And not turning it back on. This is so confusing. Disallow interaction with the interface until the rope notify fires. No duping. Okay, play again. We need to set up this thing to be set. So we need to open our inventory here. Hold on, let's just do this right away. Hang on. Play a new window, always on top. It's working. The weight is also increasing when you split a stack, it looks like. Yeah, which is expected. The weight in your inventory is just based on your stacks, not anything else. Not how many things you have in a stack. If you stack things, you are saving space. This is called weight because I don't know what else to call it, but it's just inventory spaces. Okay, so I can keep this up here. Good. Okay, so There's no way to know if this is working until we just do it, I guess. And I don't have any items anymore. Can't see. Okay, I have a theory. Okay, that didn't lock our UI, but I wonder if it does if we're looking at this when it happens. Damn, I wanted that to work so bad. My god. Maybe take some items out as soon as one finishes melting. Not a bad idea. Yeah, maybe it's oh, I don't know if that's gonna matter though. That might not have been fast enough. Maybe it's a net relevancy thing. We did talk about that earlier. If I can go far enough away that these get unloaded. Right there. Okay, they're unloaded from on my end. And have my menu open. I have no idea, guys. Seems working just fine on my end. I don't know. I mean, we didn't change anything, so I couldn't have fixed it, right? There's an option in here, network emulation profile. Let's do bad. Minimum latency, packet loss percentage. Okay. Let's try this with bad latency. Maybe the issue is just that it's like taking too long and it's setting it back to false or something. Which, I mean, I don't think so. You know what else? Oh, you know what? We also need to be trying. This is with the server changing things. And when me and Red tested, well, we were both in the. Never mind. We were both in the official server. But I do wonder if because the server is doing it, we're never locking it out, right? It has to be another player. So let's add another client. Let's test this between two clients. Client 1 and client 2. Okay, client 2 is going to sit here. There we go, got it. I had to type that without looking. Okay, client 2 is going to sit here. Client 1 is going to sit here, sorry. Client 2 is going to go do stuff. I don't have permission. Okay. Check that out. Oh my god. The network lag is so bad. I can't take it out. There it goes. Okay. Still not frozen. I do worry this is like an issue with I don't know. Like, what if this is just an issue with the wood processor? What is it called? The sawmill. And hey, maybe this is like one of those situations where like two players do things at the same time and the server like misses, like I don't even know. Like maybe it just I don't know. I don't get it. Okay, here's an idea. What if we go to our HUD and we set them to be not hit testable for all children, both ways. Okay. Then we test this. I only had it affect me when the sawmill at Starwolf Space was going and I was out and about. I do wonder that too, because it did seem to be more happening when people were at the sawmill. The thing is, I don't know if the sawmill has like different code than the other ones do. I feel like it uses the same code. Okay, what I want to test here is I just want to know is if I get locked out of my inventory at all when we're doing anything else. Right now I'm good to go. I mean, this is gonna lock other things. Okay, I'm locked out the second that opens. The second I try to move items over, it locks me out. It locks them out too, but that's a good point. Okay, closing it didn't do anything. Opening this is fine. Putting items in locks me out. Taking the items out locks me out. Opening it does not lock me out. Putting items in does. Pretty much anytime I change the inventory, we're calling this basically to fix this bug. What I really need to do is just make sure that the player who's like whose inventory is being locked out is only the player that's actually doing the thing. You can't have like we're already locking players from opening the inventory, so there's no reason. What is this lock inventories function? Like, what is this? Sorry for bad code. Best I could come up with in time. Lock inventory is set visibility. Block, hold on. Border blocker for equipment. Block equipment panel with this invisible border overlay. Sorry for the slow blink. That's just a crazy way to do it. Player inventory. Widget wrap box. Get all children. Set grayed out. Every container inventory. Set grayed out. Well, that's not the problem. Okay, anyway, I think the issue here is that this is being locked for all players whenever whatever is happening here randomly that's happening, whether it's like UI based or whatever is triggering this. You know what? Hold on. We need to test this one more time. We're gonna do one more test. This time we're gonna use the sawmill. Just in case. Let's do 3 players, hit play. We're gonna test this one more time with the sawmill. If we can replicate this stupid bug, then we might be able to fix it. But I still think the solution here right now, at least right now, is to make sure that this does not lock other players' inventories, no matter what. So there's obviously another issue at play here. Because there should just never be a situation where one player does something that locks out other players' inventories, right? But there's just no reason to do that. I wish I could just start these with like larger, and I probably can, but I don't know how. Okay, let's pick these guys up. We decided it's definitely not the casks. Well, I mean, it could be the casks, but we don't know. This guy's got his inventory open. Let's just do this one too, just in case. Because maybe it happens. I wonder if it happens for everyone at the same time. That's another good question. Is every single player running into the same issue where it's like they're all freezing at the same time? Or is it just happening randomly to certain players? Okay, we need to place sawmill. Then we need some wood. Oak log. Here we go. Nope. Okay. Okay, yeah, I have no idea. I'm starting to think this is just gonna be, this is like a shipping build situation. This is crazy to me, too. Because this like is window open thing should be preventing this from happening for other players. I guess not. But like, why is this happening for all their players? Something is like calling this. Okay. We're gonna look through all these again. We know it's probably happening in the processor. If it's the server, we're just calling this rep thing right here. We're not doing anything. If it's the client though, this is where we set inventory interactable, disallow interaction with the interface until the rep notify fires, no duping. Okay. Man, I really, really, really wish we could just freaking get this to like happen. Like the problem is like it'd be so easy just to like tick that true or like bypass it, right? And then just test it and see like, oh yeah, that fixed it. Good. This is the issue then, right? But the problem is we just cannot reliably reproduce this, so we don't even know what the hell the bug is. The only thing I can do is figure out why this is happening to all players and prevent it from happening to all players, make it only happen for the player who's actually doing the interacting. That's the only thing I can think to do. It's the only way to fix this right now without doing a lot more testing. Honestly, this might be better to just like open up a test, like plan a test event or something, get like 5 or 6 people in, just have everyone just start playing and just like log every single thing they're doing. Have like 3 people just standing there with their inventory open, have everyone else just go play, like, and just craft things, interact with things. You didn't test a client on the sawmill? Oh, you're right. We tested the server, didn't we? We tested the server, doing things like this in the sawmill. I'm not sure why my brain decided that I needed to take a drink in the mid-sentence right there. Like I couldn't wait one more second. Yeah, you're totally right. We did not test the client doing the sawmilling. Oh my god, please break this. Here, let's have those just for fun. Let's see if the server causes problems too. It's not looking good though. Let's just make like 10 of them maybe. Also, hi Baking Guy. Thank you for the heads up. Oh, I thought for a second, but I just missed the... Okay, let's try one more thing. Let's do, let's fly over here so we're no longer net relevant. I mean, honestly, net relevancy might even be further. Let's assume that's far enough. We'll look this direction. Not that I think it matters. Whoa, this thing's being really slow. See how long it's like it's not even like moving that over. There it goes. Nope. Man. I really wanted this to work. I mean, I really wanted this to break. I think it's a shipping thing. Okay, I have an idea. Let's I want to take one out, and then right after I take it out, take a second one out. Ready? Nope. I thought maybe if like one was sitting in there and then you like take it out and before it has a chance for it to like update the thing, whenever you take it, it creates another one or like puts another one in, that might be triggering it. We'll test one more time, see if I can get a little closer this time. I think I got both of them anyway. Nope, it was lagging too much. I don't know what else to try. I don't know. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I don't even know what to check for anymore. Like this clearly seems like it's working just fine on my end. And that's the problem. Okay, well, the only thing I could think is we just... What are these errors? Oh, they're old errors. They're probably save system errors or load system errors or something because I'm in this test level. I get them all the time in here. This is not even where I was looking. I want it to be here. Is this happening on for everyone? Just make this last 10 seconds. We have a bunch of prints up right now. Okay, we're looking for some print strings now. Whenever I update this inventory. Inventory updating client 2. So this is only happening for client 2. That's interesting. So this is only happening for the client 2, then this is not the spot that's setting this off for all players. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's leave this here. We're going to test one more time. Actually, oh man. That's fine. We'll test one more time. I just updated the inventory, but I didn't update the inventory in the output. That should be a different place though. Why is it not going? Client 1. Hold on, does that update when I do that? No. Okay. So this is not happening when I take things out. This is the output. Here it is. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so now the output. I want to know if this is where this is happening. I'm starting to get hungry too. We're probably going to take a... or call it quits here soon so I can go eat. Oh, did we just get raided and I missed it? Wait, who raided us? How come I'm not seeing notifications? Twitch. Manisha? Game Dev? Thanks so much for the raid. Appreciate that. Welcome in. I don't know why I didn't get notified. My notifications have been broken and I do not know how to fix them. I really need to, like, I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. I need to, like, redo my whole stream setup, I guess. It turns out if you just leave your stream setup as it is, like, without changing things for a long time, everything just breaks. Anyway, welcome in, Raiders. How's your stream, Anisha? Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Okay, client 1, client 1, client 1. So that's working as well. Okay. The last place that this is happening is community events. Or community, not community events, community chests. Would it be interesting if it was every time someone let's just like change the community chest that was triggering and we just, I don't know, somehow just missed that? Anyway, if you're new here, I'm Kindred. I'm making a game called Swords and Magic and stuff. It is out on Steam in early access. It's been out since 2020 actually. Shockingly. And right now we're just trying to fix a stupid bug that's locking people out of their inventory when they doing something. We can't figure out what. Client one, client one, client one. I'm baffled. I don't know what's triggering this. We've been trying to fix it for 3 hours now, and it's probably going to be a little while longer. Construction container does it too. Crazy the auto deposit doesn't do this. Like, you'd think this would be the perfect place for the auto deposit to just do this. In fact, why don't we just do that instead of doing whatever we're doing? It's funny, I'm like, the thing that's broken, I'm thinking about using to fix the other situation, or another bug, but this is an issue too. That's okay. We can come back to that. Leave this one alone. We don't need that. This one is happening too. Close that. This one's happening too. Can close this, I think. Oh wait, can I reopen that? I can't. I don't remember what it was. That's okay. Leave that open. We can close this one. And we can close this one, I think. Okay, what other things? Where else is this being called by? Processor output, abstract processor, construction container, inventory component. That's where it's being set true. Set true, so those don't matter. Community chest is false. Okay. Display case, it's fine. I wonder if anyone was messing with display cases while we were playing. No one said anything about it, so I doubt it. And it's the same as a chest, so it really shouldn't matter. I don't think. Player shop is not in the game. Placeable storage chest. I just tested that on a community chest and it had the exact... Wait, why was that printing on a community chest? Now I'm confused. Testing again. Hey Brandon, thank you so much for the resub. I'm again not getting notifications, so I missed that, but thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, this is saying community chest. That's really weird. I'm not sure why they're getting community chests. It's not a player chest. Maybe the placeable storage chests. Oh, this is static object. I don't know. I don't know what that's for. I assume it's the same code though. Okay. Rain bucket, compost bin. Do we think anyone was messing with a rain bucket? And set inventory. Update inventory. Oh. Oh, hold on. This is different. wonder if this is this happening when it's raining and like we're updating our buckets, rain buckets. That seems like it would have happened before that, but there were rain buckets happening during the event, and this is a pretty recent bug. For some reason, I feel like rain might not be working right now. There it goes. That didn't print at all. Nope, didn't lock me out. But it might when I pick it up. Nope. Not the issue. Okay. We've gone through every single item. I don't know why this isn't printing here. Oh, because the client's not doing it. We need 2 players to test this. Or 3 players, I mean. Okay, we're testing this last thing. And then I think it might be time for lunch. We need to add another player, sorry. Okay, take this out. Still just player 1. But let's that's working just fine. Still not getting locked out. I mean, the only thing I can think at this point is maybe one of these things actually does trigger it, but only in a shipping build for some reason. I have no idea. I am stumped now. All right, I'm gonna go get lunch. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. This is a very frustrating and annoying bug. We're now 3.5 hours in, still can't even reproduce the bug, let alone like have got even close to fixing it. So, and all the things that I thought was causing it are still not causing it, because like we've tested all that, right? Like we just did a print to see if it was printing all those like lockouts on all the different clients, and it's not. So the next like move is like maybe we just put all those print strings back in and doctor and like clean them up a little bit so they look nice, and then we do a dev build and test on a dev build. I don't even know. But I'm hungry, and maybe some food will maybe some food and a break will get my brain thinking about this more, and I'll figure it out. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks guys, appreciate it. You're awesome. Let's go see if like Worka is live or something. If there's nobody I know. Yeah, Worka's live. Let's just go raid him. So Worka is the developer of a couple games. He's working on a game called The Hauntings. That's his like main game, I think. That's his Swords and Magic, I guess. And he's also now working on a game called Trail and Error, which is kind of like a friend slop, like Are We There Yet meets Oregon Trail game. It's pretty fun. I've actually done most of the art for it, and I've done all the level design for it. The only art that I haven't done is the environment stuff, so like trees and bushes and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm working for him on that. I'm just doing contract work, so we're gonna go raid him. There we go. Cool. So yeah, check him out. Don't forget to wishlist his game if you're interested in that. If the game does well, I might, you know, maybe get hired on to do more games for him. So I have a little bit of skin in the game, but not a ton. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. I will be back on Thursday. Wait, actually, I don't think I can stream Thursday. Something Abby has a field trip on Thursday, and so Jana won't be here, so I'll be with Quinn. So I will not be here Thursday, but I might stream on Friday to make up for it. Depends on how I'm feeling. If my ear ever wants to, like, you know, clear out so I can hear better, I'll probably be streaming more often. But it's annoying listening to my voice like booming in my own head. So anyway, thanks again, guys. I'll see you hopefully Friday. See what happens. Bye.